Hi, my name is Julian and welcome to Simplified Safety. And today we're going to talk about some commonly missed aspects of active fall protection. Active fall protection is a form of fall safety that requires a user to wear personal protective equipment like a harness and lanyard. This type of fall protection does have some inherent danger with it, which actually brings me to my first point. According to ANSI, active fall protection is the bottom of the list when it comes to the hierarchy of controls for fall protection. This type of fall protection requires the user to participate in its function in order for it to work properly. So if the user decides not to use the system or forgets to, then they're not actually going to be protected against the fall hazard. This doesn't mean that active fall protection is a bad option, especially if it's the only one that works. However, we should consider other options first, like eliminating the fall hazard or using a passive fall protection system. Another important fact for active fall protection is that it needs to be designed and installed by a qualified person. A qualified person is someone who has the education or professional certification along with some experience in fall protection and can design a safe and compliant active fall protection system. This means that not any Joe Schmo can just grab a rope, wrap it around a chimney, and call it good, which you shouldn't do. Along with a qualified person, any active fall protection system should only be used by an authorized person. An authorized person is someone who has been trained and given permission by the employer to be in an area of risk and use the active fall protection system. There should be a log of their training, and their training needs to be updated every couple of years or whenever the full safety plan changes. Make sure that any personal protective equipment that you use is right for the situation. I've seen workers on a roof using a rope grab so many times that's just scattered all over the roof. Sometimes it's not even connected to an anchor point. But even if it is connected to an anchor point, it causes two problems. One, it's a tripping hazard. And two, all that extra slack means you're going to fall further than the safety plan allows, which means that you could hit a lower level or just apply more force to your body. Even 12 inches can exponentially change the amount of force that your body feels. You also want to make sure that your harness fits properly. If you don't, there can be some pretty serious ramifications. Another important aspect of active fall protection is inspection. All of your PPE needs to be inspected before each use. Anything that's been damaged or is non-functioning needs to be removed from service. A competent person, which is someone who has been educated and appointed by the employer to monitor and implement the safety plan, needs to inspect all of the PPE once a year. Fall clearance is a big deal when it comes to active fall protection. There needs to be enough space between the user and the lower level by the time the fall comes to a complete stop. According to OSHA, this should be 2 feet. When you're calculating fall clearance, you need to consider a number of things. Some of those are the height of the user, the stretch in the harness, as well as the length of a lanyard. This could be a life and death calculation, so please make sure you get it right. One of the most forgotten aspects of an active fall protection system is the rescue plan. You need to know the who, what, where, and how of the rescue plan. Who is responsible for rescuing the user? Who is responsible for checking in to make sure that a rescue is or isn't needed? What equipment are you going to use to rescue the user? Where is that equipment? And how do you use it to rescue the user? Any resources that you use in your rescue plan need to be dedicated to that rescue plan while the dangerous work is being done. Another dangerous and often forgotten aspect of active fall protection are swing falls. A swing fall is when a user swings side to side while falling, potentially into other structures or objects. Swinging into a camera, scaffolding, or an adjacent wall could cause some serious harm or worse. This needs to be considered whenever you're calculating your fall clearance or just generally deciding if you should use active fall protection. I know this has been a lot, so let's review this in rapid fire. Active fall protection should be your last consideration when it comes to fall safety. Any active fall protection should be designed and installed by a qualified person. Only authorized users should use an active fall protection system. Use the proper personal protective equipment. Inspect before each use and once a year by a competent person. Make sure you calculate fall clearance. Know the who, what, where, and how of your rescue plan. And keep an eye on swing falls and their associated hazards. If you have any questions about active fall protection, then please reach out to one of our fall protection experts. If you like this video, then give us a thumbs up. Subscribe for more safety related content and comment below with any questions, thoughts, or other topics you'd like us to cover. Again, my name is Julian Adams. Thank you for watching and have a safe day.